This is Jeff again with Family Legacy Estate Sale. I've got another video today with some guest speakers on collectibles. This happens to be on Legacy series and Black Series Star Wars lightsabers. So Amanda and Trinity are going to talk about their collection. If you like this video and other videos we're putting out there, like us on Facebook or follow us on YouTube. And without further ado, why don't we jump right in and let's talk about how you got involved in collecting lightsabers.
They just look cool. I mean, everybody, it's a staple of Star Wars, so the first thing you think about is a lightsaber.
Yeah, and actually the way that we started getting into it was actually with one of these. If you go to Galaxy's Edge at any of the Disney parks, you can actually make your own customizable lightsaber. And the way that you do that is, you reserve your spot, and then they go through this little, presentation. They make it Star Wars themed about, what a lightsaber is and how they came to be and stuff like that. And the way that you do it is, you pick you pick what kind of style of hilt you want. You go in there, and they lay out components like this, and you can choose between one of these 4 kyber crystals that are given to you when you go to the presentation. We've gone a few times, so we have all of them. But you just take it, you put it in, and then you just essentially build your own lightsaber, which is really cool. It's an experience that unlike anything else really. And you just, everything clips together. There's a guest there showing you how to do it, and
There's little colors that you have to match things up to. That way you don't put it on backwards like I did.
but yeah, essentially you're just building your own lightsaber. Completely customizable. There's different parts, and if you do have multiple ones of the same of the same style, you can actually mix and match parts to create, something completely unique with different sets of, like this one is like protection and balance, and there's power and control and stuff like that. And
There's elemental nature, which is the one that I did.
yeah, and this is like what a full one would look like, and then this is what another one of, protection would look like.
Mm.
The disassembled one here is power and control, and then, it just clicks on.
Very neat.
So yeah, and these are the customizable ones that you can change the color of the blade inside by getting these kyber crystals, and I'll show you here in a minute.
And you can only get green, blue, red, and purple when you go to the experience. But when you're outside at the park, you can get different colors like white and yellow.
So like, if I were to take this out, we all saw that it was green. What if we take it out and I put in this yellow crystal? And I'll even show you that you can mix and match parts. This is a completely different, hilt from what we had just seen, but it's compatible, it fits, locks right on there. And, hold on. Use your, yeah, there we go. And now it's yellow.
Very good. Now, are most of your collection custom, or you have just the standard ones the Jedi and Sith carry?
We also have standard ones that Jedi and Sith carry. So these were just the custom ones, but Legacy has a lot of different ones. If you're a Star Wars fan, and you would know whose this one is actually Darth Maul, and it's a complete replica of the one from the Phantom Menace. The one that, Darth Maul uses, Ray Park. And what's cool about these blades is they're actually all universal. So you could just buy one of the blades.
And you could stick it on any lightsaber, the custom ones from the movies, anything.
And they all work. And you know, this is Darth Maul. We actually have two of his because some of them, you know, in the movie, you know, Phantom Menace, seeing Darth Maul with a double-headed lightsaber was really cool. And Star Wars actually did a thing where it comes with this little adapter and it just screws right on. And all of the parts are metal. It's a very sturdy, very, you know, and just like that, you have his double-headed lightsaber. And they do come with little dust protection, so if you don't want to keep the lightsaber in there, because it does get very large, as you will see here, they can
Oh yeah.
very big to display with the blades inside. Luckily, you don't have to. You can literally just, you know, keep them.
Yeah, how very neat. Very, very cool. And how big are these typically? Length?
Honestly, typically depends on who is wielding the lightsaber. As you can see, this together is pretty long.
The
But,
blades
but
itself,
just a standard one.
the blades itself are 3 feet, so probably another like foot and a half for the hilt.
So typically around 4 feet altogether.
4 or 5, yeah.
With the hilt, without, it's probably, you know, you're looking at maybe like a foot and a half for the actual lightsaber part.
And then you can buy just the hilts, like it has in these cases, or you can buy a complete set of the hilt with a lightsaber.
Yeah, and those would look something in a box like this. As you can see, it's a lot bigger, it's a lot longer, but it comes with a lot more, and you know, it's a little bit more expensive. I think this one was what, 250?
Yeah.
But you're getting, you know, you're getting a lot, as I'll show you here in a minute. Where with this one, it's just the lightsaber itself. When you open up something like this, it comes with the lightsaber in the middle. It comes with the stand that you can actually display it on. It's a little plastic stand that you can piece together. And then underneath, you can actually see
You get the hilt.
that it comes with a blade as well. And it's a universal one, so if you don't want this entire thing, you can just buy, you know, the other version of the lightsaber, which is over here. It's the same one, a little different, but, and then it also comes with a belt clip. So if you want to, you know, cosplay as the character, you can actually attach this to any belt, and then it'll take your lightsaber. His is really big, but you can take it, and it just clips right on any belt.
So what would you guys say are your favorite sabers?
My favorite saber would probably have to be the one that I'm showing you right now, which is Cal Kestis's. But I know hers is probably in this big fancy box over here. This one is actually unique. This is a limited edition legacy saber from Disney. Typically, you could only buy these at the Disney parks, and unfortunately, these do not come with any of the blades or anything like that, so you will have to buy those separately. But as you can see, like, every one of the legacy boxes is a little bit unique and a little bit different. That's what makes these a little bit so special. You actually, when you purchase them, you actually get a little card of authenticity saying, you know, this is, you know, ours is 172 out of 4,500 pieces made. So, you know, just showing that, you know, these are a little bit more special. The velvet on the inside is a different color to signify, well, this is a Sith character in particular, Asajj Ventress, and these are actually pretty cool because it comes with 2 sabers. If I can get them out. One thing I will say is they are very well protected in here. It's very... 2 sabers, same thing. You can put the universal blades inside. works normally. And then hers do also, you know, form this S shape as well, like this, because she also has it connected. They come with the adapter in here. If you remove all of, you know, this, they give you all the tools that you need. Here's the adapter if you wanted to display them together in the set. And then they also give you the Allen key that takes off the nuts, so everything just fits right in there.
And then they actually have another collector's one out right now. It's Mundi.
Yeah, Kiad Mundi.
His comes in a wooden box, kind of like this.
And how much, I mean, you mentioned pricing before on one of the sabers. I mean, typically how much do these cost a collector?
For the hill, it's about $160 just for the hill.
Yeah, so just for something like, you know, wherever
The
malls
boxes.
are,
Like this
yeah,
one over here.
those are about, you know, 160, 180. These come in a little bit more at like 250, but you are also getting, you know, the blade, the stand, and the belt clip. You do have to purchase blades separately if you do decide to go with, you know, a box like this. So, you know, you're looking at
$55 more.
$55 for one of these universal blades. So realistically, you know, it's about 200. But if you don't want to, you know, turn on the blade and the lightsaber and you just want to have it as a collector piece, you can get it at a little bit of a discounted rate if you don't want that saber. And there's all sorts. We only have, you know, just a couple here, but they also, you know, if there's the Jedi that you're thinking of, they probably have it. We have Count Dooku when he was a Jedi, his blue saber, the curved hilt. We have Qui-Gon. Palpatine's is actually right here. You know, it comes in this little box, which honestly, the box itself, if you don't want the stand, is a nice little display piece. It has like the logo here. This is the Sith logo. It has, you know, nice little black velvet display area. You could keep an open case. I don't know if they sell stands by themselves. If you wanted to display it, you know, like if it was, this was what it would look like if it was a stand. I'm sure Disney has that somewhere. Yeah,
I'm sure they do. Okay, excellent. Is there anything else last minute you could tell me about collecting sabers?
The only thing that I would say is check the battery packs, because they are a little different. They deviate sometimes. I think all the ones that we pulled out here, oh, actually no, this is actually really good. This one is a rechargeable battery pack, so you can see the little outlet. You know, you put the cord in there and it charges the battery pack internally. But for some of the other ones, can I see Maul's? Maul's comes out and it's a little battery pack like this, and there's a cover held in by a little screw in between that little arrow looking thing. It's right there. You unscrew it, and it typically takes 3 AAA batteries. The only one that I know that takes AA batteries is Vader, and it's because his is a little bit bigger. But yeah, if you do decide to display them, I would recommend taking out the batteries, because they do tend to drain them even if not in use, and it could mess up the little battery pack.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. I make that suggestion. Any toy or collectible that has batteries, to remove the batteries if you're not going to use it.
Yeah.
Because they do corrode and explode as well. So.
Yeah, so, you know, if you know, just open it up. It's always on the bottom here, and it's a little battery pack. Sometimes you could get lucky, and, you know, they're starting to design them more with, you know, rechargeable ones, so you don't have to worry about this. But I know, you know, some of them still do come with battery packs, so.
Yeah. And change out the batteries right away, because it'll either be faint and you'll think something's wrong with the lightsaber, or it'll be a different color and you'll think that something's really wrong with your lightsaber, but it's just you need to change out the batteries.
Yeah, and actually the Maul one is actually a really good example of that. I can show you that real quickly, because we've left these in here and we haven't changed the batteries, and you can actually see this one's nice and bright, but then you go over to this one And it's a little faded. It's a
Yeah.
lot more dimmer, as you can see, you know, the contrast of the two.
Yeah.
Meaning that this one needs new batteries. So it does affect, you know, how vibrant the blade is. You know, fresh batteries, they're going to look a lot more like this, where if it's faded and the batteries are no longer as, you know, juiced up, I guess, you know, it's going to look a lot of faded. So.
Great. Oh, again, guys, thank you very much for your sharing your collection with us.
No problem.
And again, look for our videos on YouTube and Facebook. And again, hope you enjoyed it.